Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah Corn, and in today's video we have obviously a gigantic package here with me. Today we're going to be doing a figure unboxing, another resin figure unboxing at that. The images on the front here can probably give you a little bit of a preview of what we're looking at today. That's right guys, we're going to be doing another Demon Slayer resin statue unboxing. This figure here is by Goose FTY. I purchased it off of, you guessed it, Favor GK. So guys, this figure here was a bit delayed. It was supposed to be released in Q2, which is around June, and it said on the website this is approximately going to be shipped around June. Of course, studios like this with like giant statues like this, you know, just like regular figure companies, they do get delays, and this is one that got delayed, which I was kind of fine with considering the shipping cost was 183 USD, so waiting to pay that, I was kind of okay for that. That said, this did end up shipping out around September 6th. I got it here in Canada on December the 8th. Again, that's usual. That was around the same time it took to ship my other resin figure. And, you know, it made it here safely. I'm hoping everything inside is going to be okay. I'm unsure. Alright guys, so that said, I did use lay-by to purchase this figure. This figure itself cost $479.99 US. So that is a little bit more expensive than the Shinobu that I purchased. And with lay-by, that definitely made things like way more affordable. Again, you can customize like how much you want to put for the down payment and how many monthly plans you want to do the installment, up to 3 months, I believe. I paid this off with 20% down payment plus, and then on top of that, I split up the rest of the payments across 2 months instead of the 3. I'd rather just get things paid off as soon as possible, especially because the estimated shipping date for this was in June. This figure was delayed. It didn't end up shipping in June, but, you know, I knew it was going to be expensive to ship, so I wanted it paid off as soon as possible, just in case. So I paid a down payment of $47.99 US for this, and then the other 2 payments were split up to $144 US each, which definitely makes things more affordable. Still not very affordable, especially compared to regular scales, but that said, resins are going to be more expensive, but they're absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Obviously, one of the main features about resin statues that got me interested in it was seeing some of the incredible fight scenes that they have in some of these resin statues that you're just not going to get with regular scales. Some of them you'll get some fight scenes, but they won't be as detailed as these resins here. Figures that caught my attention to begin with, as far as the fight scenes go, was a figure of Tanjiro versus the Spider Demon in Demon Slayer. That one was super cool. There's like the demon's head flying off. It was amazing. That said, as you can see from the images here, it gives you probably a little bit of a clue. I did order a fight scene, the iconic fight scene between Akaza and Rengoku from Demon Slayer. I'm hoping everything's intact in here. You never know with resins. I've seen so many videos where they arrive damaged. I got very lucky with my Shinobu. She turned out great. Want to see how that unboxing went? Go check out that video. I'll have it linked up top somewhere. With that said, again, I had a wonderful experience through Favor GK. This is a site that I would recommend for ordering resins. They do have, every once in a while, a few like official figures listed on there. I'm not sure how the official figures go over, so I've not tried ordering any official figures from them. I've only ordered resins. That said, as far as resin figures go, I can say that they do an excellent job. They're very good at communicating. I love the lay-by option. Again, makes a figure that's so expensive, you know, a little bit more affordable for us who, you know, don't have, you know, like $600 to drop on a figure right then and there. With that said, let's get on into the unboxing. Alright, so same as last time, I'm probably just gonna open this as much as I can here, and I'll probably have to cut off camera a little bit, because again, everything in here is extremely fragile, and I don't need the pressure of looking at the camera while trying to take things out carefully, and not obliterating, you know, my like $600 US statue. Alright, so first things first, it looks like the two figures will be split into two separate boxes on the top here. I'm seeing a little seam in the middle, so even though I bought this as one figure, it is a fight scene obviously between two, so they shipped them in separate boxes, and then I will have to combine them in the assembly portion. See, here we are just taking a look inside. You can see that this is very clearly two separate boxes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove these off camera, put them on the table here, and then we'll continue with the unboxing. I just want to be very careful when I'm taking these out. Alright guys, so just in a moment here, I'm gonna be doing a close-up of these boxes here because they are absolutely stunning. I know the Shinobu is beautiful, but the fact that this came with the two figures and each get their own box, and they're like perfectly matching. Like all the details are kind of replicated between Rengoku and Akaza. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. You can tell that they're meant to be a set, and like, it's absolutely stunning. I'm thrilled to have these boxes. I would always recommend keeping your boxes for figures, especially resins. If you move, you do not want these pieces getting broken. And they're also obviously super stunning to look at, and I mean, I'll show you guys in the close-ups here, but like even at the top, they have like these faded designs from the anime of Akaza and Rengoku on the top here, and like it's a subtle touch, but like it's beautiful, guys. You'll see in a few minutes here. So once I'm done with those close-up shots there, we're gonna be moving right on into pulling all this out. Again, I'll probably do it off camera, and we'll just show you what the pieces look like in here. I'm really hoping everything made it here safe and sound, but I guess we'll see in a few minutes. Guys, so I put a spoiler warning at the beginning of the video, and this is obviously why. Here we have a scene from Mugen Train, so if you haven't watched Mugen Train and Demon Slayer, I did put a warning at the beginning, but if you have, you will obviously recognize this fight scene here between Akaza and Rengoku. This is a fight scene that I really wanted to get. It was such a good fight scene, and like I saw Mugen Train in theaters, and it was like so cool to watch like this happening like in the theaters. It was amazing. Obviously, with season 2 of Demon Slayer out, you can watch it from the comfort of your home now too. And I think that Goose FTY did like a stunning job on recreating this fight scene. Of course, they did not hold back on the gore. Love that. Sometimes official figures do dub it down a little. Though I've seen that lately they're kind of getting more into that, which I do appreciate. They're not kind of trying to PG-ify everything. That said, they really did a stunning job with all that on this figure, as you can see here. Akaza's obviously on the Mugen Train here, trying to fight, and Rengoku's trying to hold him off. We all know how that went. I'm absolutely in love with how they look on the box art here, and I can't wait to unbox them. I'm So guys, same as with the coin for Shinobu, they gave me a card for this figure here that tells me which number I got of the total that were made. As you can see there, I got the 32nd of the 288 that were made for the Rengoku here. Alright guys, so we have, again, this Velcro strap. Obviously, this is looking a little bit different from the Shinobu one that I ordered. So this one here has a smaller Velcro strap, and it looks like it is taped as well. So let's break on into it. Alright, so it looks to me like there's going to be a few layers that I'm actually going to have to take off one by one, taking out all the little pieces as we go. So due to the intricacy of all that, I will be doing all of this off camera. I'll see you guys in a minute. Alright guys, so I've emptied everything from the first layer here, and as expected, there is a second layer for me to go through. Alright guys, so in here we have the Akaza. Again, same packaging as the Rengoku with the small Velcro and the tape. I will say at this point, I absolutely prefer this method of shipping to the one chosen for the Shinobu. Obviously, I'm very happy that the Shinobu still arrived safe and everything was good in there, but this styrofoam doesn't shed everywhere like the other one. The other one literally was such a disaster to clean up. That said, the figures still turned out amazing, and I'm grateful that it arrived safe to begin with, but I definitely prefer this method, and the fact that they have it layered, so you have the base and the heavy stuff at the bottom, will minimize the risk of stuff crashing into each other, which is amazing. Of the two shipping methods, I definitely prefer this one, though the other one was still good. So again, just taking off the Velcro. I'm only going to be removing this side of the tape so we can open up the top here. So, like the other one, all of the pieces are just hidden in here, so I'm going to be removing them off camera. So again, just taking that top section off. Here's the bottom section with the base and everything. So guys, good news is that nothing in either the Akaza or the Rengoku box got broken. One thing though is that this is the light piece here. It magnetically attaches in there. And as you can see here, it did not come with any batteries in there, so I'm going to have to find a battery to put in there, so you won't see it lit up right away, because I don't have any on me. But I will insert a clip later where it is lit up. I just attached that little piece there to what you saw. Here was the roof. It was upside down. That's how you have to put the light in there. So I probably will have to deassemble this in order to put the light back on. This is a very intricate posed figure here. As you can see here, this is like part of the train, the smashed window, and you got demon parts all over here with the roof on the back, which turning that around you'll be able to see all the little places where I'm supposed to add effect pieces as well as Akaza himself. So guys, I think the first piece that we're going to start with here is this effect piece here. Most of the pieces I'm realizing for this one are magnetic, so they're easy to attach and very secure. I needed that one there because next up we are going to be putting Akaza here. He's got this giant peg coming out, and as you can see there's a lot of detail on this sculpt. Very sturdy, very detailed, it's gorgeous. And it has to go right over that effect piece there. Insert him like that to make sure he's nice and sturdy, so that you have the back foot coming off the edge there. Next up, I will be applying this piece here. Obviously don't want to put the torso on without having this coming off. There we have that secured. Next up is, of course, the torso. Which applies just as easy as that. Next up, I have his head here. Just gonna attach that at the front. Then we have these effect pieces here for his hands. There we go, just like that. Next up, I'm going to be applying this piece to the front. And then this giant flame piece. Guys, here we have Akaza up close. As you can see, the details are absolutely stunning on this piece. Again, I'm sorry, I don't have any batteries to light up the train just yet, but I will insert some clips once I do get the batteries. I love all the movement and just all the detail that is in this figure. It is absolutely stunning. Again, the base kind of terrifies me because it is leaning, but it does feel very secure. Alright guys, so obviously we have Akaza all set up here. Next up, we're going to be moving on to Rengoku. Alright guys, so first up, I'm going to be putting this gigantic flame effect piece in the back. Again, it's magnetic, so it is easier to assemble. That said, it doesn't make it any less nerve-wracking. Spinning this around here, there's only one of these effect pieces that has a hole in it and not a peg, so this has got to go just on there. Just like that. Next up, there's just a sneaky little hole at the bottom here, and that is where this piece attaches into. And then we have this piece, which attaches in the back there. And then this piece here just goes in like that. And then we can start putting Rengoku on. So first up, obviously, we're going to be putting on the Rengoku sculpt. Again, they put blood everywhere. It looks stunning. The sculpt is very clean, very nice. This figure here, as you can probably tell, is a little more stylized. Some people prefer the more realistic ones. I honestly really love the approach to this, like all the black marks for the shading and everything, and the bright colors for Akaza. I noticed on some of them they kind of muted their colors And I think that the bright colors is really what drew me to this figure in particular. I think that it makes the figure look fantastic. Alright, so I just shoved the peg on his foot down there, make sure it is nice and secure, and here we go, moving him, and the whole thing moves together, which means it's all good and attached. So guys, now it's time for the scariest piece, the same that scared me the most on Shinobu's, which was her Haori. And here in Rengoku we have his giant cape that we have to attach. Obviously it's got this giant peg. Obviously it's got this giant peg here that I have to put in his back. That said, I'm still terrified to do so. So guys, I did just have to insert this off camera. I knew it was going to be difficult and I really had to get up in there to make sure it was lined up nicely. I didn't want to chip the paint and it was very difficult to get it in there, and as you can see now, when I wiggle it, it is in there firmly, so I'm confident it is secure. It's kind of difficult to figure out where it is, and what's he do? You just slide it in like that. Then of course we have his flaming sword. We will be putting this in his hands at the top here. I just popped that in off camera because it was a little difficult to try and line it up. There's basically a tiny hole with a little stud on the end of this that I had to finagle to get in, with of course avoiding too much rubbing against this giant flame effect piece. So next up, we're going to put in his head. Here he has his determined face. Alright, so we're going to put this on there. Again, magnetic, nice and easy. And here we have Rengoku. So guys, here is the final piece, Akaza versus Rengoku. Honestly, I think this figure turned out absolutely stunning. I love all the details on this figure, as you guys saw up close there. One of my favorite details being the hand here that is seen through Akaza's abilities there. That is really cool. Overall, this figure is absolutely stunning, and I'm so happy that this is one of the resin figures I decided to pick up. Yeah, it makes me very excited for what's to come. I'm not sure what resin figure I'm gonna get next, but I think fight scenes are in my future. Let me know what you guys thought of the figures here. Obviously I love them. I know they won't be everyone's cup of tea just because they're very stylized and they aren't like the realistic clear resin as we saw with Shinobu. That said, I think that the blockiness does fit the aesthetic of these figures here, and I think they did a fantastic job. So guys, sometimes with these resin figures here, depending on if you get a set or depending on the figure you get, they will include a free gift. And sometimes it's like a coin or like a bust or, you know, something like that. And in this one here, which, not gonna lie guys, I totally forgot about until I started opening this. And then I saw this extra head here and I was like, I don't remember him having an extra faceplate. And then I looked back at the listing and was like, oh, right. They included like a whole like free bust. So here's what the bust looks like. It's got this beautiful marble statue situation that's like cracked and it's got all this kanji on it. You've got Rengoku with a hilt here. These flame effect pieces with like these beautiful airbrushed blue dots. That's obviously a stylized thing, but I think it looks stunning. He's still got blood on his arm, of course. The flames are like gorgeous coming out of his cape here. So then we just put the head in there. Again, this is even magnetic. And then it came with the second sword here to put in there like that. So now we have this bust too of Rengoku. I think this is such a cute little piece to add. Definitely gonna put it on my shelf. I'm very excited to have this as well. Alright guys, so that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I most certainly did. Let me know if you guys prefer one or the other. I think that they both turned out absolutely stunning, and I'm so happy that I got the set. Yeah, another success as far as resins go. Nothing came broken. Super stoked about that. If you guys enjoyed what you saw here today, please like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. If you guys want to see more of me, I have an Instagram and a TikTok, which I will leave linked down below. Most active on the Instagram. I do figure content as well as fashion. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.